So let's go create a new pilot. Okay, so one of the things we need to do is set up a first-time experience, which we haven't done, which includes a tutorial and creating a pilot and stuff like that, and make that a natural part of jumping into the game for the first time. Obviously, we don't have that yet, so we're just going to move forward. RE Studios, good to see you, man. Okay, so let's create a new pilot. And quick, anybody in chat? Should we do GST, AM, or YGV? So GST, just take a look at these guys. They're like a kind of the Apple of the Seeds universe. They're high tech. They're super expensive. They're fast paced, and they're a lot of fun. You have your AM, which is Auriga Mining. They are miners and rough and tumble, gritty kind of people who have survived throughout so many different ordeals in humanity's history. And then you have the YGV, which, yeah, don't worry about the name. They're also kind of like the blue-collar, they're construction people. They set up all of the infrastructure across all that stuff. But right now, that all those things don't make much difference in the game, except for what's available on your upgrade tree and the slots you have available as your starting ship. So you can see we have a weapon, an armor, and a shield slot with the YGV. We have, okay, bug number 2. Great, is these slots are actually not correct, so that's fun. And also most of these stats have changed, so you need to come in and update the Megacorp stats in the recruitment screen. Which I have to say, by the way, I think the recruitment screen is looking pretty good. It's nicely laid out. It's got all the theming that we really want in here. The only thing I can think of that would really kick it up a notch is maybe changing the color theming based on which of these you've selected. So instead of staying with the teal, which is much, or obviously themes better with GST, one of their primary colors is teal. Instead of sticking with this blue theme, being able to change between each of those would be neat, but it's a bit of work that's probably over the top. Anyway, okay, so anybody in chat want to choose GST, AM, YGV? Anybody? YGV. Blake chooses YGV. Oh, we got 2 for YGV. All right, done and done. Okay, we're just going to call him Corpor for fun. Okay, so we do okay. That gives us Corpor in the list and selects them. So let's do select. And let's launch the game. Okay, so one thing that needs to be fixed is we don't have an outro loading screen. We used to, and I broke it somehow. So anyway, okay, second issue is that Provoke the Soul is not readable up here. I need to do something with that. I either need to put in the Gaussian blur black background like I do for these other things, or reconsider how this whole scene looks. But in general, I think the scene looks really good. We have a little bit of idle animation on the ship in the center. We have Hera and Hephaestus orbiting in the background, which is pretty great, and it shows that the whole ship is... Ooh, pardon me. Sorry. The whole ship is rotating, and but not really, because if you actually pay attention, the background is not rotating. Now, why is that? That's because actually only the planets in this particular setup is rotating. So they're actually rotating in space while the rest of the scene stays static, and we need to kind of figure out what we want to do there. I think I still want the scene to be static, so you have this static reference point, but everything needs to rotate that's not inside of the thing, or we need to come up with some other gimmick. I like the rotation setup because the jump carrier is supposed to have a large habitation ring on it, but we haven't figured much of that out yet. Anyway, I love the detail in here. There's like stuff in storage off to the left. There's little swinging things here that are kind of hard to see, so I'd like to rework the lighting in here, but I mean, that's true throughout the whole game. We really need some lighting rework. Let's see, you can see my railgun that's equipped there, and oh, I had a crash right out the gate. Oh, man. That's not great. All right, let's see if we can get back in there. Why did that happen? Okay, it properly moved it. Oh, okay, so... Well... Can't be perfect every time. I swear I tested this morning. Oh well, okay. So let's check out our upgrades in the exchange. I have no money. Oh, and now I have no weapon. I have no idea what happened there. Okay, we're gonna basically just start this over here. All right, note to self: don't move the starting weapon. I don't know why that crashed. Create new pilot. Anaza. Select. Okay, so that granted me the module without a crash. Why? All right. Anyway. So yeah, back to it. All right. So we have some things in the exchange, looking pretty good. Some things in upgrades, looking all right. All our base stats here. Okay, so I have a scroll bar, but basically no distance to go. So I have to figure out why that's happening. I think it's just padded just far enough at this particular resolution that it decides it needs a scroll bar. So we'll have to look into that. Nothing in storage, of course.